Hello students, I'm teacher Krupa, your maths teacher. This is the seventh and the last video on the chapter Commission, Brokerage and Discount. Students, as you know, we have already solved question number 1 to question number 11 of exercise 1.2 of this lesson. Today we'll be solving question number 12 to question number 15 of the same exercise. So with this, we'll be completing both the exercises of this chapter. So next time I'll be with some new video on the new chapter. So let's move on. Hello students, let us start with the 12th sum of exercise 1.2. The previous sums we already done in the previous video lectures. So let's see the sum. If difference between true discount and banker's discount on a sum due 4 months hence is rupees 20. Find the true discount, banker's discount and amount of the bill if the rate of interest charged being 5%. So over here what they have given the difference between true discount and the banker's discount. Now we know that the difference between true discount and the banker's discount is called as banker's gain. So we get banker's gain is equal to rupees 20 on a sum due 4 months. So n is equal to 4 months, that is 1/3 years. Is rupees 20. Find the true discount. We have to find true discount, banker's discount and the amount of the bill. That means you have to find the face value, which is also equal to sum due. The rate of interest being 5%. So R is equal to 5% per annum. Fine. Now we know that this banker's gain is also calculated on the true discount. So banker's gain can also be written as true discount into N into R upon 100. Correct? So now let us substitute the values. Banker's gain is 20. True discount we have to find. N is 1/3. R is 5 upon 100. Right? So take this side. 20 into 100. This 1/3 also will come. 3 will come in the numerator upon 5 is your true discount. Correct? So 5 ones are 5, 5 fours are 20. So 4 threes are 12 into 100. So true discount is equal to rupees 1200. This first answer we have got. Now we know that this banker's gain is nothing but the difference between banker's discount and true discount. So we read banker's gain is equal to banker's discount minus true discount. Correct? So substitute. Banker's gain is given 20. Banker's discount we have to calculate and true discount we have got 1200. So therefore banker's discount is equal to 20 plus 1200, that is 1220. This is your banker's discount. Now we have to calculate the face value. Now this face value, you know that banker's discount is always calculated on the face value. So we write banker's discount is equal to face value into N into R upon 100. Okay. So banker's discount we have got 1220. Face value N is 1/3, R is 5 upon 100. Correct? Again take this on this side. 1220 into 100 into 3 upon 5 is equal to your face value. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 fours are 20, again 5 fours are 20. So we get face value is equal to 244 into 3. So that comes 3 fours are 12, carried 1, 3 fours are 12 and 1 13, 3 twos are 6 and 1 7 into 100. So these two zeros. So you got face value as rupees 73,200. So this completes your sum number 12. Okay students, let us start with the 13th sum of exercise 1.2. A bill of rupees 51,000 was drawn on 18 February 2010 for 9 months. It was encashed on 20th June 2010 at 5% per annum. Calculate the banker's gain and true discount. Now let us first write what is given. A bill of rupees 51,000. That means the sum due is rupees 51,000. Correct? Was drawn on 18 February 2010. That means this is which date? Date of drawing. So we write here date of drawing is 18 February 2010 for 9 months. So period is 9 months. Now from this you can calculate the nominal due date and legal due date. What will be the nominal due date? It will be 9 months after 18 February. So it comes 18th November 2010. And 3 days grace period will give you legal due date. So 18 plus 3, that is 21st November 2010. Now what is the date of discounting? It is given, it was encashed on 20th June. So date of discounting is 28th June 2010 at 5% per annum. So rate is 5% per annum. We have to calculate the banker's gain and true discount. So banker's gain and true discount we have to calculate. So number of days n is equal to, this will be the number of days between date of discounting and the legal due date. So date of discounting is 28th June. So let us calculate the number of days. From June we will start. June, July, till where we have to go? Till 21st November. So August, September, October, November and total. So 20th June. June has 30 days. So 30 minus 28. That means here you get 2 days. 31 days of July, August 31, September 30, October again 31 and November 21st. So 21 days of November. Correct? Now calculate this. This if you add up it comes to 146. So n is equal to 146 days. Correct? So that comes to 146 upon 365 years. N is equal to. Now let us calculate the banker's discount. So banker's discount is face value into N into R upon 100. So face value is 51,000. And we have got 146 upon 365 into R is 5 upon 100. So if you simplify this, this comes to 1020. So banker's discount is 1020 rupees. Getting? Now we have to calculate the banker's gain and true discount. See students, we have a formula for banker's gain. We can write banker's discount minus true discount. Right? That means the banker's discount you can calculate is equal to banker's gain plus true discount. And how do you calculate banker's gain? Banker's gain is nothing but the interest on true discount. So TD into N into R upon 100 plus TD. Have you understood? Banker's discount, how much we have got? 1020. Now let us take TD out from here, common. So you get N into R upon 100 plus 1. This is on left hand side you have 1020. So substitute the values. 1020 is equal to TD into N is 146 upon 365 upon 100 plus 1. So TD, when you simplify this, it comes equal to 1000. And the banker's gain will be the difference between BD and TD. So banker's gain is banker's discount minus true discount. Let us box this answer. So that is 1020 minus 1000. So BG is equal to rupees 20. So that's your banker's gain. Understood? That completes the 13th sum. So now the 14th sum of exercise 1.2. A certain sum due 3 months hence is 21 upon 20 of present worth. What is the rate of interest? See, very short and simple sum, very easy it is. Let's write. What they are given? A certain sum due 3 months. That means period is 3 months. That means 3 upon 12. So 1 upon 4 years. Your N. Correct? Let us write this is period is nothing but your N. Now what they have said is certain sum due 3 months hence is 21 upon 20 times the present worth. And we have to find the rate of interest. Correct? So therefore sum due is 21 upon 20 times the present worth. This you must understand. This is what is given. Correct? Now how do we find sum due? Sum due is nothing but your present worth plus true discount. Correct? So this is equal to 21 upon 20 into present worth. Now let us substitute. Present worth, when you simplify this you get present worth into 1 plus N into R upon 100 is equal to 21 upon 20 into present worth. Here if you want you can write SD is equal to present worth plus true discount. This is what we have used the formula. So now here present worth will get cancelled. You get 1 plus NR upon 100 is equal to 21 upon 20. Take this one on this side. So you get NR upon 100 is equal to 21 upon 20 minus 1. That will be 1 upon 20. Correct? LCM, 20, cross multiply. 21 minus 20, that is 1 upon 20. Now we have to find R. So keep R on one side and you get 1 upon 20 into 100 upon N. Correct? What is N? 20 into 100. N is given, we have found out here, 1 by 4. So 21s are 20, 25s are 100. So this becomes 5 into 4, that is 20% per annum. That is your rate. So write the final answer. Therefore, rate of interest is equal to 20% per annum. Very simple sum. Only you must understand what is given and just substitute in the formula. Right? Let's move to the next sum. So students, let us start with the 15th sum of exercise 1.2. A bill of certain sum drawn on 20th February 2007. So this is your date of drawing the bill. So let us write this is 28th February 2007. Correct? For 8 months. So this is your period 8 months. That is 8 upon 12. So 2/3 year. Correct? So from this you can find the nominal due date. The nominal due date will be 8 months after 28th February. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So 28th October 2007 will be your nominal due date and 31st October 2007 will be your legal due date. Correct? Then for 8 months was encashed on 26th March 2007. So this is the your date of discounting. So 26th March 2007 for rupees 10,992. So that is your CV. That is cash value. 10,992 at 4% per annum. So R is equal to 4% per annum. Find the face value of the bill. What we have to find is face value of the bill. Correct? So now we'll say that let face value of the bill be rupees X. Of the bill be rupees X. Correct? Now what else we have got? We have got here cash value under rate of interest. Period we have got. Now first we'll find out N. So N, that is the number of days between date of discounting and the legal due date. Now date of discounting is 26th March. Legal due date is 31st October. So from this 26th March to 31st October, we have to calculate the number of days. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and then last column total. Okay. Now March, 26th March. Now how many days in March? 31. 31 minus 26. That is 5 days here. April 31. Sorry, April 30. May 31. June 30. July 31. August 31. September 30. And the October date is 31st. So here in October also you get 31 days. So that comes to equal to 219 days. So let us write here N is equal to 219 days. That is 219 upon 365 here. Correct? Now we know that the banker's discount is calculated on face value. That is banker's discount is equal to face value into N into R upon 100. Correct? So we get banker's discount is equal to face value we have assumed X into N we got 219 upon 365. R is 14. upon 100. This is the first equation that we get. Now we have been given CV also. So what is CV? That is the cash value. Cash value is nothing but your sum due minus banker's discount. So that is sum due is nothing but your face value. So face value minus banker's discount. Correct? Now how much is the cash value? 10,992. Face value we have said X minus banker's discount. So from this you can write banker's discount is equal to X minus 10,992. This is your second equation. Now see, your first equation and second equation, on left hand side we get banker's discount. So they are equal. So we can equate the right hand side. So we will write from 1 and 2. You get this is X into 219 upon 365 into 100, that is 36,500 into 14 is equal to this one, X minus 10,992. Have you understood? So now bring this X on this side. So you will get X common will take 219 into 14 upon 36500 minus 1 is equal to 10,992. So when you simplify this, you get X is equal to 12,000 rupees. So that is nothing but your face value of the bill. So let us write a final answer. Therefore, face value is equal to rupees 12,000. So that completes your exercise 1.2. So let us all meet with some new videos on the new chapters. Goodbye.